Hey y'all, welcome to the homework tutorial for lesson 2. It's a week of April 20th. We're going to take a look at solubility curves. Okay, so the first 3 questions should be straight from the notes. Okay, on a solubility curve like the one showed here, if the graph data point is right on the line for a solution, then we would say on the line represents a saturated solution. Okay. That shows the maximum amounts that should be dissolved at that temperature. Insoluble means that it doesn't dissolve. That really doesn't apply to this question at all. Okay, so same thing for these ones. You can kind of get rid of that answer choice. All right, for number 2, it says on a solubility curve, the graph data point is above the line for a solution. Okay, so if it falls above for any reason, that means more than the maximum has been dissolved, and that's supersaturated or superfull. Okay, and then if you plot a point and it's anywhere below the line, okay, if it's below full, then we'd call it unfull or unsaturated. So let's look at this. The first thing I want to point out is this solubility curve. So I've got 4 different salts here. This exact same graph is the graph that we're using for the end of the week quiz. So if, as you try to take that quiz, if you're having any issues with the image loading for the question, which sometimes depending on your internet connection you do, then grab this out. You can use this if you've printed it and use it when you take the quiz and just start the quiz over. Okay, remember Canvas keeps your highest attempt on that end of the week quiz. Okay, so let's get practice looking at it. So for number 4, let me see, sorry if I can keep it all on there. It says, which substance is the least soluble at 10 degrees Celsius? Okay, first thing you need to remember is I've got temperature on the x-axis and solubility on the y-axis. So least soluble means lowest. Which substance is the least soluble at 10 degrees? So at 10 degrees, right here, if I can kind of make a little dotted line, the least soluble is this one. That's the first one I cross, and that is KNO3, okay, potassium nitrate. So that one dissolves the least amount at that temperature, okay? How much potassium chloride can be dissolved at 80 degrees Celsius? So just be careful that you're reading the right axis, okay? So at 80 degrees Celsius, they're asking for your answer in grams. So I'm going to keep going past NaCl until I get to KCl, okay? How much can be dissolved? It looks like 50 grams, and that's an answer choice. So that bodes really well. If you read it wrong, if you went to the NaCl line, you would have gotten A40, okay? Number 6 says, if we dissolve 80 grams of potassium nitrate at 50 degrees, the solution would be blank. So I'm going to find KNO3. I'm going to use highlighters because I like colors. It helps my brain focus. Okay, so now I know I'm just looking at the yellow line. I can ignore everything else on this graph. And it says 80 grams at 50 degrees. So it gave me my x and y value. Let's plot it. Okay, 80 grams is up here on the grams axis. Okay, and 50 degrees is here on the temperature axis. And y'all, that looks like it falls right on that line. You could say it's just a little bit below. No, it's close enough to the line that clearly I'm trying to show you. It's right on the line. And on the line, like we said on number 1, means it's a saturated solution. Okay. Number 7. At what temperature do potassium nitrate and sodium chloride have the same solubility? Okay, I'm going to grab some quick colors. So NaCl is this one right here above NaCl, and potassium nitrate, I already made my yellow line. So where do they have the same solubility? Where do they cross? They cross right there. This looks like it's just in front of 40 degrees. So not over here at 32. Definitely not 18. 39 degrees looks great. Okay. 24, that's where, whoa, am I reading? Look at, I am reading the wrong ones. Oh, y'all, that's why we take out the garbage. Almost caught myself. Okay, 39 degrees is where KCl and NaCl cross. Silly, silly Mrs. Holm. Okay, so that's for KCl. That's not what we want. for this question. So they cross right here, which looks not quite exactly between 20 and 30. So 24 degrees. That was a close one. Okay. That would have been bad. I would have been so embarrassed if I told you all the wrong answer. Okay. I'm going to let you do number 8. It's very similar to number 6. Do that one on your own. And then let's go over here and take a look at our vocabulary. Okay. I'm going to get this out from behind it. So vocabulary. This is all the vocab you need for your end of the week quiz. Some of it's from lesson 1. But we'll go through. It says more solute can still be dissolved. So if it can still dissolve more, it means it's unfull. It's not saturated. So that would be unsaturated. Okay. When a solute is unable to dissolve in a solute. So when it's undissolvable, we call it insoluble. Okay. Which is F, insoluble. So I'm going to cross those out as I go. Material that is dissolved in a solution and it occurs in a smaller amount. Okay, that's actually from last week. So that would be the smaller amounts. I've got solutes and solvents are the two parts of a solution. The one that gets dissolved in is the smaller word is solute, 6 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the smaller amount that gets dissolved is A. Number 12, the type of solution made when the maximum amount is dissolved. So maximum means the full. B, saturated. Water is known as it's polar. We need that memorized. And it's known as the universal solvent because it can dissolve most anything if you give it time. This is made when more solute is dissolved than normal for the given temperature. So more solute is dissolved than it should be. Means it's super full or super saturated. And this one occurs in the larger amounts in the solution, dissolves other materials. So the larger amounts, the larger word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters. E. Solvent. Okay, thanks y'all.